Hello, tutor and peers. Welcome to this space and for about teaching English to adolescents and adults. This is my final course evaluation. My name is Nestor Fernando Orbes Moriano and I belong to the group number 4. My tutor, my best regards to my tutor Claudia Patricia Munera. I'm studying Bachelor in English as a foreign language. I belong to SEA Dos Quebradas and I live in Armenia. So for this time, I have to present the lesson plan for teenagers. I choose this lesson plan in order to teach teenagers aged between 13 and 16 years old. The topic I choose is about going out. So in this topic, they are going to learn some about indefinite pronouns and entertainment vocabulary. So this is important because they are going to practice about some places they can go out at night or maybe for sightseeing, and they will learn how to use the indefinite pronouns. So they are going to learn what the indefinite pronouns mean, and it's important they put these indefinite pronouns in a real context. Then in the second slide, so we are going to talk about warming up. So I choose 15 minutes for this activity. It's important they start motivated in the class. So for this time, I choose this video about I found this video about indefinite pronouns in the British Council. And I think this is very important because it puts the indefinite pronouns in this real context. So it's about two friends talking in a shopping center, and suddenly they run into with some friend. The thing I liked of this video is they use caption. So the students can read this caption and realize where and how the indefinite pronouns are being pronounced. So it's important for them to enhance and put into practice the specific skills such as speaking, listening, and reading. So for this, after they have watched the video, so they can form a group of 4 people and discuss and talk each other about they have just watched in the video. So for instance, they have to discuss some topic around the next question: where does the conversation take place? So the students can talk about the place, if it's a restaurant, it's a cafeteria, or anything. In the next slide, we have the presentation stage. In this presentation stage, it's about for 20 minutes. And here I'm going to explain what indefinite pronouns mean and what are the typical indefinite pronouns we use in English. So for this, as you can see in this slide, I'm going to mention all, another, any, anybody, anyone, anything, everybody, everyone. But the important thing is not only to learn by heart, but they can learn how to use them in a specific sentence. Sometimes anybody, somebody are replaced for anyone or someone in some cases. And in question, they have to learn when there is a question, which the indefinite pronouns go in that question. So in this step, they will have to answer 2 questions. Which word do you use with equations and negatives. And the second one is, can you see nobody or nothing in equation or negative? And finally, students will find the difference where to use these indefinite pronouns when they are talking about people, places, or things. In order for you to understand this, this is the activity. In this stage, the activities, this is the real activity. We have two exercises. Yes? In the first one, they have to analyze these four statements and underline all the words with body, where, or thing. So, for instance, in the first sentences, I would underline somebody, nobody. Yes? So, they are watching or they are realizing where the indefinite pronouns go. And the second exercise is to complete these boxes. So these boxes represent affirmative or negative statements, and the student will have to elicit from this box these words and to put where the word they think they go, so the words can go. So there some words are for people, another word for places, or another word for things. After this, after that, we pass to the practice stage. The practice stage, I choose 20 minutes to do this practice, and I choose this exercise in order to fill in the blanks the word missing. So they have to complete the dialogue with these words in this box. There are 12 sentences, so they have to do this. They can practice in pairs in order to share to each other. After this, we go to the production stage. In this production stage, I'm gonna use 15 minutes, and I think this is interesting because in groups of 3 students, they will create a conversation. Yes. So they are gonna use this example in order to make up one conversation among them. For instance, here I'm showing you a very short conversation about two people, the people A and person B, and the first one says, I want to do something exciting, or they can use, I want to go somewhere nice, or I want to meet some interesting this weekend. And the other one will have to make a suggestion. Why don't you go to a parrilla bar? It's a great place and it has good music, for instance. Of course, this is only an example. The students can add some words or some sentences to this and make the dialogue a little bit larger. Now we have got into the assessment stage. In this is the qualitative evaluation. I always like to make this qualitative evaluation because I disagree to put to the students some degree, a quantitative degree, for example. Because I think this grade doesn't represent how much the student knows. So for this time I'm going to pay attention to every every conversation they show me, and I'm going to focus in the positive points. And if they have mistakes or negative points, I'm going to reinforce or strengthen these points. Of course, we have to make it with respectfully in order to make this qualitative evaluation. And finally, of course, all institutes demands to give a grade. So for this time, finally, I'm going to give them the right grade for them. And this is the homework. The assignment stage is the homework for students. This point it's important in order to practice what they have learned in this course. So these students will have to make only 12 sentences using indefinite pronouns, but they have to make 3 affirmative, 3 negative, and 3 questions. So it's important for them. So if they realize when can use these words. And the consolidation, in order to strengthen this lesson, I'm going to play a little game. This game, I made up this game. So I didn't have to find out how to make the research in Google, because I think this can be simple and it won't take too much time. For example, for this consolidation, I'm going to use only 15 or 10 minutes, no more. So in order to play with them in a relaxed, in the final minutes, I'm going to try the students to get relaxed. So they are going to practice but playing a game with me. So for this time I'm going to think something. I'm going to picture an animal or think something everybody knows very well. And finally, they have to ask me for some clues by asking me questions. For instance, let's picture I think in a dog. So students will ask, "Is it something I can play with?" Or they have to create some questions in order they can play the game, in order to guess what I'm thinking about. So this is my lesson plan and my final evaluation. I hope you like it, and thank you very much to my tutor for having dedicated her time in order to form us as future teachers. Thank you very much. I hope you like it, and I hope to have a good degree. Thank you very much.